Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. This is William Hindman, your host, and this is Just Force 911. And today you're going to see a bunch of public officials that try to backtrip themselves to get out of answering questions. You're going to see a lieutenant, supposedly he's supposed to know what he's doing, completely screwing up. Trying to push someone off of private or off of public property owned by the city. He's sitting there making a phone call. They don't like it. They try to push him off. He won't go. So they try to arrest him. Then they start shutting down body cams, and it's a mess. And before and after all this, he gets the information to his attorney, and the city comes back and settles with the guy before it even starts. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone settles, you are admitting that you were wrong. Okay? I'm sorry. It's just that simple. You can't be kind of pregnant. You either are or you're not. You either screwed up or you didn't. You would not pay the money out if you hadn't screwed up. I'm sorry. That's just the way it works. You know, the arrogance of the militarized law enforcement of today with their lack of mental capacity to do their job as a public servant is scary. And you're going to see it in this one. Well, I'm giving you a lawful order. No, it's not. It's not a lawful order just because you say it. You are not God. You are not a God. You're an idiot at best. Because just because you say it does not make it a lawful order. You have to have the order backed up by a law. That's the way law works. Just because you say it because you're an idiot doesn't make a law. But we'll see about this in the video. Guys, if you would, thank you so much for the people that have subscribed. We're at, 11, I don't remember. It's scary. Oh, my God. It's been a day. We're at 1184. I appreciate everybody's help that has got me to this point. We're trying to hit 1,200. And, guys, thank you so much, for helping me get there. I appreciate it. I couldn't do it without you guys. To the bottom of my heart, thank you again. Those who haven't subscribed yet, please do. The bell icon lets you know when I put out a new video. The thumbs up, thumbs down says how I'm doing for you. Hit the like and share because it helps my algorithms. And leave me a comment. You guys have left me yesterday over 30 comments. And now I have to go through and read them all and answer them, which I think is cool. I like that. That's fun. The amount of emotions that I get to see when people comment is hilarious. From, hey, you're doing a great job, to have you lost your mind, to, you suck. And it's like, hey, if that's the way you feel, that's fine. I don't have a problem with this. All I'm doing is pointing out bad behavior by our law enforcement, by our public attorneys, by our mayors, by our, I don't care who you are. If you're a public servant and you step out of line, baby, I'm coming for you. That's my job. I'm going to keep you accountable. And that's the way it should be. Is there has to be people to keep everybody accountable, including myself. That's why I have my other half. That's her job, to keep me accountable. So, anyway, if you would. Oh, also, this is a lackluster video that we're going to watch. Go over to his channel and subscribe to him. Check him out. He has a lot of good information. He is one of the premier channels, in my opinion, for information. It'd be just the same as We the People University. There's a lot of information there that, that people, if you don't know, you can learn. Okay? And the thing is, you want to learn good information, not bad information. These cops think that they can just do whatever they want, whenever they want, because they're sovereign citizens. Laws don't pertain to them. And I got news for you. You're not. You're the same kind of person I am. The only difference is you're a scumbag living off the system. Now, why do I say that? I say that because as a scumbag, you are a predator. You prey on people because they don't know their rights. They don't know that you're a thug, that you're a lowlife, that you're a scumbag. And that's what I do, is I point this out. You know, this is a good cop, this is a bad cop. And there are good cops out there. And every day I, on my comment list, go through and correct people that say there are no good cops. There are good cops. It's just they can't fight their union. Because their union, you know, pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes. And they don't give, ever. I have friends of mine that are in the city contracts department who says it's a nightmare when they come in. Because everything they want, they get. Whatever the fire department wants, they get. Whatever anybody else wants is what's left over. And that's sad. You know, we want to be militarized. You're not militarized. You're delusional. You know, and if you have bad cops, then you have a bad chief. Now, we know this is a bad chief because he won't even talk to this guy. His guys are stepping out of line, turning off their body cameras, muting the body cameras, arresting somebody, not booking them, just arresting them, and then letting them go after they shut their body cam off and go, oh, we don't have anything to hold him on, do we? No. Oh, no. What do we do? No, you guys are going to be held accountable for what your actions are. And that's what people don't get. Well, I got news for you. That's my job. And I like my job. And I'm good at it. And I really, really hope that in my discussions with people that I get some scumbags fired. I really do. Let them go to work for Home Depot, Lowe's, the grocery store. I don't care. But they don't need to be cops because they don't have the right mental capacity to do so. They're morons. They have a low IQ. They're stupid. They're thugs. They don't need to be there. And this is a perfect video for this. The arrogance of these cops are just amazing. And they all need to be fired. Every single one. From the chief down. And start over again. Because they're all frickin' lowlifes. All of them. Except for one man. One officer. Who is only doing what he's told to do. He was in the military. He understands what freedom is. And he's caught between a rock and a hard place. But he still folds and goes for the blue. Well, that makes you a scumbag, dude. Sorry. As much as I'd like to say you're a good guy, you're not. You're just another thug scumbag. Because you chose to do the wrong thing. And that's what this is about. Let's be honest here. So go over to Lackluster if you would. Tell him I sent you. Subscribe to him. Check him out. And I think you'll enjoy him. Okay? Guys, let's get this started. It's not too bad. It's 22 minutes, but there's a lot of information. And, I almost vomited when I watched this because it's so disgusting.
He doesn't want to listen. He's not obeying the law.
You just try to open my door.
So,
thing is, we can't trespass him off of government property.
It's not in my truck, and I'm not leaving until they provide me my firearm. Here is my empty holster right here.
The city won't apologize or anything to me for what they did to me.
No. Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. In January of 2021, John was parked in the City Hall parking lot in the city of Johnson, Arkansas, taking a phone call. Not long after parking, he was approached by a lieutenant of the Johnson Police Department. The lieutenant did not have a body cam on, but John's dash camera recorded portions of the incident before backup units began to arrive.
Is it a stop and ID state?
we are stopping and IDing you.
Are we a stop and ID state?
I can't hear you.
Are we a stop and ID state?
I can detain you for suspicious activity.
Sure.
Yes.
You can detain me. Would you like to detain me?
Hey there, you won't believe what we've got in store for you today. Introducing the SIG P365X.
Why are you here?
Do I have to have a reason to be here?
Well, you have to have a reason to be in our parking lot, and you have to have a reason for why you're driving behind, up there next to our stuff.
You mean when I circled around the
Yes,
parking
sir.
lot?
Yes, sir.
The Johnson Police Department is connected to City Hall. The entrance is without signage prohibiting access. John is parked here, but to get there, he entered from the main road and passed behind City Hall to end up in the area he is currently in. This path is also viewable via Google Maps.
So I have to have a reason to circle the parking lot?
If you're in the police parking lot, we need to know why.
Okay, what law is that?
Huh?
What law is that?
It's suspicious activity.
Sure. And suspicious is a misdemeanor or a felony?
I'm not trying to confront you as far as a misdemeanor or a felony. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's suspicious activity.
Sure.
So
Suspicious
we're
is
checking with you.
a misdemeanor or a felony?
It's not a misdemeanor or a felony.
Okay, then it's not a crime, is it? Suspicion is not a crime.
You're in the PD parking lot.
Are you a
That's all I'm
sergeant?
saying. I'm a lieutenant.
You're a lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
So what?
So you're here to confront police officers.
I'm not
That's
here
what
to
you're here
confront.
to do.
I was here talking
You're
on the
here-
phone.
you're
I was here
here
talking
to-
on the phone. You
You're-
came
you're
up
here
to
to
my
try to
car.
get a
You
ride
came
out
up to my truck to do what? ID me. To ID me for what?
To respond to suspicious activity in our parking lot.
And what suspicious activity do you have me doing?
You're in our parking lot, which is
Sitting here talking on a phone.
Not supposed to be here.
I'm not supposed to be in this parking lot?
Drove up here
I'm
and
not
we
supposed
got
to be
a
in this parking
complaint
lot.
About it.
Who did the complaint?
One of our city workers.
Okay.
So
Is
that's
this a
all it
public
is.
parking lot?
This is not a public parking lot.
Where does it say
City
private property?
Right over here.
Over here on
Where
this
you
side?
drove through.
No, it says do not enter police vehicles only. It does not say private property.
Okay, I'll agree with you there.
And it does not say it on that side where I came in.
Okay, that's fine.
So I am not being suspicious. I'm having a phone conversation in a public.
Guys, I want to point something out here. Did you notice how the lieutenant just shifted when he was proven wrong? Okay, well, fine. Yeah, okay. No, this is a typical tactic they use to make you feel that you've won something. And unfortunately, it's just another one of their cheap trick tactics of being a thug.
Public parking lot
tell you
where
what,
I'm allowed to have a conversation where I don't have to drive on the road and have a conversation.
You do. You
And I
absolutely
do
but
business
just not here.
in Johnson.
Just not here. That's
I will be here as much as I want to be here.
okay.
What's your badge number?
My name is Sterling Halfhill. I can give you one of my cards if you
Please
like.
do.
Okay.
I'm
Give me
done
just a
with your
second.
conversation. You have no right to run my tag if I have not committed a crime.
The dash cam cuts out for a moment, during which 4 other officers arrive, including the chief of police.
I have a problem with law enforcement. I'm sorry, I can't hear you real well, but I'm just asking. Do you have a problem with law enforcement? or something?
Temple, can you fax that?
I'm
And
not
fax that
trying to hurt you or
return
anything. I'm just
for the owner.
I'm just curious why you would sit here and argue with us. Suspicious activity in our parking lot. You understand what's going on in the world today. You know, there's some activity that's happened. So if there's suspicious activity that we get a call, right here. If there's anything that happens throughout our little area here, especially in the PD parking lot, if there's suspicious activity that we are aware of, we're going to identify the person that's on the parking lot. That's it. Again.
So, thing is, we can't trespass them off of government property.
Why do you want to make this so difficult?
I didn't make this difficult. You did. I was talking
I
on the
did,
phone
because
when
I
you
came
told
out
me
and did
I
my
had to
job.
roll my window down, and I told you I was talking on the phone.
So-
you couldn't wait 1 minute. You kept saying, "Roll down your window, roll down your window." I was talking. I was doing business on a public parking lot. You stopped what I was doing
Absolutely,
and
I did.
tried to ID me
Absolutely, I
for
did.
suspicious sitting in a parking lot talking
I
on a
have a
phone
job
on a
to do.
public
We have
parking
a
lot.
job to do.
Well, good for
And
you.
we'll continue doing that job.
Good. I'm
Because
not
we wanna
stopping
keep
you from
everyone
doing
safe.
your job. I'm not stopping you
We
from doing
do-
your job.
we do this
you
job
don't
because we
have
want
a
to make sure
right
everyone's
to
safe.
ID me.
I did.
You do not.
You can ask anyone in law. I had a right to
You do
identify
not have ID. You do not have the right to
You
ID
can
me.
say that
I
all day
didn't.
long.
See, then that's the point, is they do not have a right to ID you if you haven't broken the law. And these bald-headed pricks thugs need to learn the law, because what they're doing is they're making their laws up, and that's not the way this works. You know, this is a country of laws, not a country of feelings. And we have laws in place for a reason, and these guys just want to make up their own rules because they're sovereign citizens and they can do that.
Not break the law. I did not break the law. Unless you are charging me with what's your RAS?
I didn't
What's
say
your RAS?
I'm not answering any more questions.
Yeah, because you don't want to, because you know I am right.
I'm telling you.
What is your RAS? Reasonable, articulate.
This is what's going to happen. You're either going to stop and leave, or you're going to get arrested.
I'm not going to stop and leave.
John.
He would like to trespass me from this property.
I'm asking him to leave. He's not. We're going to.
He'd like to trespass me from public parking.
Are you a First Amendment auditor?
I am not a First Amendment auditor.
Then why are you pushing this issue?
Because I know my rights, and I do not have to ID for sitting in a public parking lot that is not marked.
You really want to go to jail because you won't leave.
Now, see, that's just it right there. Do you really want to go to jail? You're threatening him because he won't ID. These scumbag cops need to go to jail.
And just go to another parking lot.
Would you like to arrest me, sir? Would you like to arrest me for sitting in a parking
He doesn't want to listen.
He's
He's not obeying the law.
You just try to open my door.
So?
You can go ahead and write me a trespass.
You are not obeying a lawful order.
He just tried to open his door. So? Because it's illegal? You can't do that? You scumbag cop who does not know the law. You sovereign citizen. You think you can make up your own laws as you go. What a bunch of scumbags.
You can write me a trespass. You
I'm not
have to
writing you a
trespass.
trespass. I'm telling you.
So you're going to arrest me.
If you don't want to leave and not obey a lawful order,
It's
you
not
are
a lawful
going to
order.
get arrested.
It's not a lawful order. Tell me what the law is.
The lawful order.
Tell me what the law is
you're
that
not
you're
listening to me.
That's not a law. That's not.
He doesn't have to listen to you because you're full of shit and you're making up crap that doesn't amount to the law.
A law.
Yeah, he's up for something. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, rent a place. Would it come back to?
It's a realtor group or a business of some kind.
Group, business, something like that. Yeah.
Lawful order of a law enforcement officer, it is.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything illegal.
You're getting
Is your
yourself,
body cam on?
You're getting yourself into a lot of trouble.
No, you're getting yourself in a lot of trouble.
You can try.
Sir.
Now, see, once again, the threats. This is the way these scumbag thugs do their operation. Threaten, threaten, threaten. Make stuff up. And you know what? They're going to pay for it later. Well, the city will, the taxpayers. The taxpayers have to pay for these clowns doing this. Because these little pussies can't pay for it themselves like they should. And we allow them to do this.
Sir, you have to give me a written. You have to give me a written trespassing.
You're going to get a written trespassing.
Get out of the vehicle. We're telling you now.
Okay.
Get out of the vehicle.
Sir?
No.
You're
Get out of the vehicle.
Okay. I'm getting out. No, you cannot remove my stuff from me. Sir.
Step out of the truck.
Sir.
Step out of the truck.
Okay, he's holding my arm.
Step out of the truck.
He's
grab
holding
his
me the
arm.
opposite direction,
Grab
guys.
his arm.
Come here with me.
Hey.
Let it go of him. I got him half.
Okay.
I'm not resisting.
What a ball-headed prick.
I'm not resisting.
We see that.
Do you
I'm
have
not
Do
resisting.
you have a weapon in the truck?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have my carry permit. It's right here in this
And
visor.
behind your back.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can give me a written trespass and I will leave.
You should have left when I told you to. It was a lawful
Sir.
order. No.
It
We're
was
done
not
talking.
a lawful order.
We're done talking. You're going to jail.
Okay, so now he's been arrested. He's going to jail. But yet they don't put him in jail. They shut their body cams off and start talking. Why are these idiots allowed to shut their body cams off? They're given body cams for a reason. But yet they think that they can get away with it because they're law enforcement. No, they're a bunch of fucking scared little pussies that couldn't find their ass with both hands as they were sitting on them.
You guys really want
You
to
should
do
have
this?
listened when we
Hey,
told you.
I think we should call someone.
Oh,
that's
you're
got a
gonna
little
have
bit
to call
higher
someone.
power. What's your supervisor?
Right there, Chief.
Chief, can I have a word with you?
We'll talk later.
No, I need a word with you.
We're done talking about
I just am sitting in a parking lot having a phone call.
Now, the chief could stop this because he knows this is wrong. He's already said it before. We cannot give him a trespass because he's in a public parking lot. He's already said this on video. But yet he's going to allow these thugs to go ahead and do this. Put this gentleman in a car. They still don't book him. Even though they arrested him. Because this is all a show of force. Because they're scared little pussies who can't do their job.
2 days in a row?
Yes. Listen. Come here. Come here, Chief, please. Chief, please. Please have a word with me.
Where was your weapon at?
You should have listened when we gave you an opportunity. I gave you a long time.
I did not listen.
You're going to come over here.
You just didn't like that I said no, that I wasn't going to leave.
No, I didn't mind you saying that. And
So
I had
what
a
was
conversation with you for a long period of time. I gave you
No,
every
you irritated
option.
me that I cannot talk.
You're going.
You are a liar. It's that flat simple. You're a scumbag cop who's a liar that can't do his job. And then you're going to cost the taxpayers more money. Imagine that. Now, I wish the judge would make these scumbags pay, but unfortunately they won't.
Business. Sure, take me to jail. But I'm going to tell you, my attorney is going to love that you're violating my
When
first
you get a lawful order to leave, you have to leave.
No, I don't. Not on public land, sir.
Step in.
Make sure you pat him down.
Yeah. Good.
I have nothing on me. All right.
Truck keys.
Yes, sir.
Check his cuffs.
Hey, I'm
Make
just
sure.
going to have... Can I have a conversation with you guys?
His cuffs. Make sure they're not too tight.
Can I have a conversation with you, sir?
You're doing it.
I know you guys are just... It looks like you're... I manage this complex right behind here. I use this spot so I don't have to go and park where my tenants come out and say anything to me.
Is it
I
the
was
one
having...
on Hewitt?
No, it's on Johnson Switch. I manage all that. I come over here and sit so I don't have to sit where tenants come out and harass me while I'm talking on the phone. And then your lieutenant came out and told me that I have to leave a public parking lot that's not marked public, that's not marked do not parking. I park over here so that I don't bother anybody over there. You have limited space in the front of your parking lot. You have limited space. I use the top to turn around. I have no ill will. I have nothing. I just sit here. He got mad that I didn't want to ID because I don't have to ID. I did nothing wrong. I had committed no crime. You're trespassing me on property, public property, and with no crime. I was not disorderly. I did not do anything wrong. I'm telling you, this is going to be a lawsuit, and I don't want to do that to Johnson Police. You guys have taken care of such good care of me at Johnson Switch. You're always there. If I call, you always take care of issues. I'm not trying to do anything bad. He demanded that I stopped my business conversation to have a conversation with him. He couldn't wait 5 seconds for
I'm
me.
gonna go talk
he
to
kept
him.
telling me to roll down my window and made me hang up my phone call that I was doing business. I am not bothering any of the employees.
What's his first name?
Benjamin Guy Mann.
Hey, so I'm gonna go talk to Lieutenant.
If you arrest me,
at the end of the day,
everybody-
though,
everybody, if you unhandcuff me,
those two are my superiors.
I'm telling you though,
So-
it's going to be a lawsuit against all you because.
Now, did you just hear that from that young man? At the end of the day, they are my superiors, which means I have to do what I'm told. Isn't that the same thing they said about Hitler? Is we didn't do anything wrong, we were just doing what we were told? Huh, imagine that.
I am going to call my attorney immediately.
I know.
You're trespassing me. You detained me illegally for no reason at this point. No reason.
For right now, Dan, if you would, I will
You better go have a conversation with them, I'm telling you. And that chief better come talk to me right now, or I will have my attorney at this office today. If you are searching my truck right now, you're searching my truck. It's a search.
Hold on, man. Just relax.
I'm telling you,
I know what
this
you're
is
saying.
illegal.
I know what you're saying.
No,
let
he
them
does
do some
not.
talk.
It's your lieutenant. He lost control.
Again, they're my supervisors.
I understand, sir.
I know what you're saying,
You're
too.
protecting blue right now instead of protecting the law.
I know exactly.
My constitutional rights are being violated.
I know what your rights are. I wasn't here before I got what was said before I got here.
I'm telling you, if you put me in that police car right now, I will own this city.
Well, I'm not doing it because you're threatening me.
No, I'm
doing
not
it
threatening you.
Because you're making sense.
I'm not.
It's been 2 years since that disaster struck. The city's population is now sparse. In an effort to escape the monsters, you found
I'm not threatening you.
You hear me? I know you're making sense.
They're searching my car right now, which is already a violation.
You know why I asked you if you're a First Amendment auditor? Because I watch these films with people exactly doing what you're doing.
I've seen them. I've never done it myself.
And you are fairly correct.
I am very correct, and I am going to own this city and at the end of this interaction.
The young sergeant turns off his body camera to have a conversation with his chief and lieutenant to tell them that they're wrong.
They just searched my car for no reason.
Now, see, this is what ought to be illegal, being able to shut off their body cameras so they can have a conversation. We're the public. We hire these clowns to do a job. They work for us. And they talk about transparency, which is all bull. They don't care about transparency. If they did, they wouldn't shut the body camera off. They don't want it to be able to be used in court because that's where this is going.
They have no legal reason to search my vehicle. You have no legal reason to search my vehicle. You have no reason to detain me. Unless these cuffs are off in the next 15 minutes, you all are going to be sued for illegal detainment. I would suggest you take the cuffs off. I will step to the side and let you guys investigate, but I will be uncuffed. Chief, we need to have a word. You're illegally searching my vehicle at this point. I'm telling you, you are illegally searching my vehicle at this point. It's because he got mad that I didn't ID myself because I have no reason to. I did not break any laws.
I know what you're saying.
Well,
say what? Put him in? All right. Go ahead and sit
Are you
down.
really going to do this? All right. Lawsuit time, buddy.
Just step in.
The younger officer is the only one to keep his camera rolling, but stands far enough away that his mic does not pick up the discussion.
Well, I think the superiors are discussing it, and hopefully they'll get it all figured out in a few minutes, and we can end this.
Washington County, West Fork, 1050.
And see, this is the problem with the good cops, is they can't do anything because their upper echelon is dirty. And that's the sad part about this, is this young man who is a decent cop is now becoming a scumbag because he has to be to survive here in this law enforcement building or with this group because they're scumbags. Well, congratulations, scumbags. You just got another scumbag to join you. You know, good job. Way to go. Back that blue till it happens to you.
I did 23 years in the Army fighting for everybody's rights, and I don't want to stamp on anybody's rights, but at the same time, I wasn't here and didn't witness the conversation from beginning to end. Right.
John is left in the back of the cruiser for at least 15 minutes before the young officer leaves to speak with his sergeant, turning off his camera for the duration of their talk.
Hang on.
A while later, John is removed from the cruiser, but no body cams were activated for his release.
Hey man, I just talked to these guys, and it sounds like you're having a bad day.
Is that what? You okay? Hear from my attorney. I will speak to the captain or the chief. What I wanted to ask you is if you could just understand that we have a job for suspicious activity, and when we figure out what's going on, it sounds like these guys were able to figure it out now. We can let you out of the process. We know who you are.
Washington County, 2010-6, 10-6.
We understand that this is bad. And you can think me all you want, but I am trying to do my job. And I went through my truck, search and seizure my vehicle for no lawful reason. That's fine. It's a search after arrest. I denied your request for an ID and it pissed you off. No. Yes, it did. You ripped my door open and tried to rip me out the passenger.
Washington County, Johnson Unit, 10-50.
Over an hour after his initial contact, John's dash cam picks back up. After being released, he conducted a quick inventory of his vehicle and noticed that his firearm was missing.
There's my holster. There's my carry license. Enhanced. I did the enhanced because
They must have it. Did they take his firearm? Do they have his firearm?
yeah. It's theft of property at this point. Theft of property. That's theft of property. Where? It's not in my truck and I'm not leaving until they provide me my firearm. Here is my empty holster right here.
Let me go check.
It is not in my truck. It's not. My ammo is. They dumped my ammo in the glove box.
Maybe it's under the seat or something. I think they want you to go before you reload it.
Well,
And do you hear the young man saying, please just go before something happens? What's going to happen? You scumbag cops are going to make this worse? How could you make it any worse? You already arrested him, didn't book him, let him go, searched his truck illegally, stepped on his First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights. What more could you do? Shoot him? That's the only thing you haven't done.
I'm not leaving until the firearm is proven to be back in my truck. I'm gonna let you look under that seat. My firearm is not in here.
Oh, there it is. It's over here. It's right there. Just go ahead and roll, please. Please. As a favor for me, please.
I'm gonna do it because you were very nice and I really appreciate it.
That video ends there after John was detained for
Please go. Please, before something happens. Yeah, more scumbag cops. You know, this is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
nearly an hour and a half. He filed complaints with the department and attempted to talk it out through the city attorney.
Hey Justin, how's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm good. So I filed the complaint with y'all, but I still haven't heard anything.
Okay. Well, you're not going to hear anything because it's a personnel matter.
So the city won't apologize or anything to me for what they did to me.
No, the city handles a complaint. It's like every complaint. The complaints that are regarding personnel, we're not allowed to disclose information about a personnel action. So anybody who makes a complaint about a personnel issue is not going to get, information about what has occurred. I can tell you that it has been reviewed, and the mayor has.
I provided
processed the complaint.
Yeah.
But I can't sit here and tell you A, B, and C happen because it's a personnel issue.
And I don't want to know what happened to the officers. I just want to know something happened. You know what I mean? As in that there was consequences to some actions that was done to me. My constitutional rights were violated. I'm sure you saw it in the videos as you watched it.
I'll tell the mayor that you came by and requested that.
I've called him. He's ignoring me now. I think I just have to.
He's actually out of state.
I know. I provided him the transcript. He told me he would get me something back if I did that, and I still haven't.
Okay. Well,
I think that was about 3 weeks ago that I provided the transcript.
Yeah. I'll tell him that you came by.
I think I put you on that email too.
Yeah, we ordered the transcript as well. I will let him know that you came back.
Yeah.
And if he wants to reach out to you, he can. But he has reviewed the complaints and all the material that went along with it. We just can't say we didn't take this action or we took this action or any of the details of that. We're not allowed to disclose.
I understand that.
Nor if a council member or somebody else.
So the city doesn't want to be transparent like they say they do. Imagine that.
Ask me, hey, what'd you do about that? I'd have to say the same thing, and that's because it's an employment matter. And I'm just not. We cannot by law disclose, what type of employment actions have been taken or not been taken.
I understand that. I just kind of wanted something from the city. I was kind of waiting for an answer before I moved on to my next step, but it doesn't seem like they want to do that. So maybe I should just move to my next step.
After that meeting, John provided all relevant information to his attorney, but before even having to file a lawsuit, the city settled with him for the unlawful trespass, illegal detainment, and search of his vehicle. John has some other wild videos on his channel, and if you want to view any of the full versions of anything featured in this publication, you can find it all over there using the links below. Be sure to tell him I sent you if you pay him a visit. But before you go, let me know in the comments what you think about the way I end my video.
Okay, guys, so what do you think? Were the cops doing their job or just being thugs like they normally do? You guys tell me what you think, because I've told you through the video what I think. I think it's horrible that we have scumbag cops that seem to think that they're sovereign citizens and can do whatever they want. And this came from the chief. This came from the lieutenant. I'm sure the captains are the same way. You have some good cops there who are turned bad because like he said, I'm just following orders. Well, that's what they said after World War II when they took Hitler down and started keeping everybody in check. Well, I was just doing what I was told. Yeah, well, welcome to Scumbag Party, pal. You're part of it. Hey, guys, let me know what you think. And once again, thank you so much for the subscriptions. I'm trying to get to 1,200, and hopefully with your help, I'll make it. Okay, guys, thank you.